Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Today is Wednesday, June 26th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $sign ORION-NWSF or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got some Wednesday afternoon baseball for you. The Los Angeles Dodgers versus the Chicago White Sox. First pitch is going to be here in about 10 minutes. So let's cue up the music, take a look at the thumb, and we'll get into the starting lineups. Let's get it, baby. Dodgers going for the sweep, and it's the first sellout for the Chicago White Sox here in 2024. The Mariners played this morning. Cal Raleigh, man, it feels good to be able to have Cal Raleigh on the roster with a big home run late in the matchup again. And it gave us a nice little rally with him and J.P. Crawford for us to end up getting the dub 5-2. So we avoid our first sweep in 2024. Obviously, we wanted to go a little bit better on the road against the Marlins and the Rays, but it is what it is. And then we got tomorrow off, and we'll be back at home in Seattle versus the Twins on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on the thumb on the left, we have Shohei Ohtani. Oh, baby, it's showtime. And on the right, Eloy Jimenez. Let's get into the starting lineups first for the visiting Los Angeles Dodgers. Leading off for the Dodgers, DHing Shohei Ohtani. Batting second, playing left field for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. And us Mariner fans miss you, but it's really glad. And it's a happy time. And, a lot of us are happy and glad for you that you ended up, kind of going beast mode for Los Angeles. We would love to have your bat there in Seattle, but I think a lot of us are happy for you and glad that you are dominating there in the National League. Let's go, Teoscar. Batting third, playing first base, Freddie Freeman. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, playing right field, Jason Hayward. Batting fifth, playing center field, Andy Paez. Batting sixth, playing second base, Gavin Lux. In the 7-hole, batting at shortstop, Miguel Rojas. In the 8-hole, playing third base, Kike Hernandez. And batting ninth, catching tonight for Los Angeles, Austin Barnes. And on the mound for the Dodgers with an 8-2 record, an ERA of 3.04, Gavin Stone. Let's go, baby. Let's get into the starting lineups of the Chicago White Sox. A little bit better of a starting lineup when they played the Seattle Mariners a few days ago. Leading off for the White Sox, playing center field, Tommy Pham. Batting second, playing left field, Andrew Benintendi. Batting third, DHing tonight for the White Sox, Luis Robert Jr. And he is on the trade block. Where will he land? Maybe even Los Angeles. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, playing right field, Gavin Sheets. Batting fifth, playing first base for Chicago, Andrew Vaughn. Batting sixth, playing shortstop, Paul DeYoung. In the 7-hole, catching tonight for Chicago, Corey Lee. Batting eighth, playing second base, Nicky Lopez. And batting ninth, playing third base, Lennon Sosa. And on the mound for the White Sox with a 5-2 record, an ERA of 3.05, Eric Fetty. Let's go, baby. I am ready. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Love you and appreciate you. And again, we'll try to go for 30 to 50 likes and 100 on the donos on every single stream. Let's get it, baby. First pitch will be here in just a couple of minutes. So let me get everything adjusted here. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. You know, addiction, depression, anxiety, these are things that a lot of people go through on the daily, including myself. You know, it's tough. But, you know, once you can kind of break yourself down and understand your triggers and understand your daily routine, once you stick to a positive daily routine, you eat a little bit better, you exercise a little bit more, you listen to a little bit more music. You'd be really surprised on those minor adjustments that you can make. It'll help you end up winning the day. Big facts. Let's go, baby. I am ready. And this is the third Dodger matchup that we've been able to do since the Mariners played at 9 a.m. or usually when the Mariners have a day off. That's typically when I'll end up doing a Dodger stream for my dad. We did LA De La Cruz and the Reds at home. We ended up doing the Colorado matchup on the road against the Rockies. And then obviously we're here on the road going against the White Sox. Again, you would think that this should be an easy matchup for LA. But again, just like in baseball and any other sport, anybody can beat anyone Monday through Sunday. And if we're going back in the previous matchups, game one, the Dodgers won 3-0. Yesterday, the Dodgers ended up winning a close one 4-3. Shohei Ohtani homered. They may need that again. And obviously, they are going for the sweep here tonight. And this is the first sellout for Chicago in 2024. No surprise. The Dodgers come to town. There's going to be a lot of fans there. And the only thing that the White Sox fans and the Dodger fans aren't going to see at Chicago tonight is Mookie Betts, obviously with that injury. Let's go, baby. I'm ready. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's go. Try to hit 10 likes within the first hour, and then we'll try to get to 20, and then somewhere between 30 and 50, and we're always going to be shooting for 100 in the donos on every single stream. Let's go. All right, we're going to get situated here. And on the mound for the Dodgers with an 8-2 record, 3.04 ERA, Gavin Stone. It's a good pitching matchup. You know, and I was hoping that it would end up being halfway decent. And then for the White Sox, you know, they don't got a scrub in there. Eric Fetty, 5-2 record with an ERA of 3.05. So this should actually be a decent matchup, and I wouldn't be shocked if the White Sox, you know, end up giving all they have against LA. LA is the better team. Obviously, it's very clear. You know, the White Sox are 21-60. Okay, not a good record. 13-27 at home, and then you got the Dodgers who are 50-31, 25-15 on the road. But again, the last matchup was pretty close. You know, game one was a blowout 3-0, but they only lost by a run yesterday, 4-3, and it took 2 home runs, you know, I believe by Freddie and Shohei for them to get the dub. So we'll see where it ends up going here today. Eric Fetty on the mound, and leading off for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani. Batting second, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. And batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Shohei has been electric last 14 games, 373 average, 9 homers, 19 ribbies. And if he ends up getting an RBI here today, he's going to end up breaking a record that's been held up for quite some time. Let's go. Daniel in the building. What's good? Happy Wednesday. And again, I could have ended up doing the Mariner broadcast, but it was on at 9 a.m., so I figured I would just do the Dodger matchup here in the evening to keep the grind going, and we'll either take the day off tomorrow, depending on what we get for results tonight, or we'll end up doing the Guardians and Royals matchup, obviously, tomorrow, and that's at 5 o'clock on FS1. Let's go, baby. See what Shohei Ohtani can do here at his first at-bat. All right, here we go. Let's go, Ohtani. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Do your boy a solid and smash that like button. And if you got a Twitter/X account, do your boy a solid and like and retweet the stream. First pitch is inside to Shohei. 1-0 count. Go, baby. Betty, second pitch right down the middle for a strike looking. 1-1 count to Shohei Ohtani. Hopefully he goes yard. Anytime Shohei is playing and I can do a stream, I want to see him go crazy. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-1 count to Ohtani. Elliott in the building. What's good? Man, you're telling me. I've been keeping up. You know, I saw some of the posts that you sent me, but I've been keeping up on what's been going on with Jerks and Profar and the roster. Getting a little chippy out there, trying to, bean some of the players and trying to injure some of the guys. Obviously, words were exchanged, and obviously emotions are high. But to get the last laugh and to be able to, get like a game-winning home run or a grand slam, and finding a way to have a little bit of an exclamation point at the end of the game is always nice. Top of the first, 0-0 Dodgers and White Sox. And I thought we were going to get swept by the Tampa Bay Rays, but Cal Raleigh with a blast late in the matchup. Shohei going back, gone! Woo! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about, baby. When I do a game, I want to see Shohei go yard. He went yard yesterday, and he went yard again. Shohei Ohtani, 1-0 Dodgers. 25 home runs for the season. Him and Aaron Judge are going to be pacing for 50 to 60 home runs. I can't wait to see what kind of home run battle we're going to have late in the year. Don't be surprised if Aaron Judge ends up breaking his own record from 2022. I think it's very possible for him to hit 60 to 65 home runs. Right now, he's pacing for 62, 63, just exactly where he was at in 2022. And Shohei Ohtani is ridiculous. 1-0 Dodgers. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome at the first at bat. My guy, way to be electric. And of course, a lot of the Japanese fan base, a lot of the Dodger fan base loves Shohei Ohtani, and I'm one of those guys as well. Let's go. Next up, the former Mariner left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez, has to pick up the slack for Mookie Betts. But Teoscar's been great. All-star this year. They should sign him to a long-term deal. Would I love to have the bat of Jared Kelenic, Teoscar Hernandez, and Eugenio Suarez? Of course. But again, each individual is doing decent for their team. The Diamondbacks, the Braves, and obviously Teoscar for the Dodgers. Let's go. Let's go, Teo. 1-2 pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's get 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 likes for the stream, and let's hit 100 on the donos, baby. Let's go. Pitch is outside. 3-2 count. Count is full. Of course, right? Yeah, the Nats, not the Mats, he said. Hey, and the Bear is tomorrow, brother. I already know the Childish Gambino post that you already knew about that, but I figured I would send that to you, even though I already knew you probably knew about it. But the Bear tomorrow, man, on Hulu, big swing and a miss. There goes Teoscar, one away. And I feel Teoscar will have a good chance to homer tonight. And same thing with Freddie Freeman. You might even see Jason Hayward go yard as well. So definitely excited to see the first four in the lineup. Shohei got one homer out of the way. He might homer again. Next up, the Hall of Famer, Freddie Freeman. He might be the most disciplined player in the box in Major League Baseball. Crushes that one foul behind the count 0-1. Let's go, Freddie. Go, baby. And hopefully we can end up getting like a 5-4 kind of game. I'm hoping it ends up being competitive. And if it's not, I want the Dodgers to get as many runs as possible. Maybe 9 or 10 if possible tonight. If it's not going to be like a 5-4, 4-3 kind of game like yesterday. Let's go. You got Ohtani in fantasy? How are you doing in your league? You're not in last anymore, are you? Hopefully things are getting a little bit better for you. 0-2 count to Freddie Freeman, always batting 300. Little dribbler. Throw to first. 2 away. Next up, right fielder, Jason Hayward. Let's go, baby. STL in the building. What's good? Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Lauren with the like and the retweet on the Twitter/X. Same thing with Elliot. Elliot, I appreciate you very, very much. Let's go, baby. Shout out to the Mariners for not getting swept by the Rays. We're going to have a very tough set with the Minnesota Twins, the Baltimore Orioles, and the Toronto Blue Jays all at home. And we know the Astros and Rangers are catching up. So it was really imperative that we came up big. And Julio has been on a big slump. 3 for like 31, on the road. Not good. But thank God we have Cal Raleigh. He is the most clutch player on the Mariners. And I'm happy he is a Seattle Mariner. Let's go. Pitch is high. 2-1 count to Jason Hayward. But when you go for 4 or 5 innings with like 1 or 2 hits, it gets a little depressing. So it was nice to have Cal Raleigh open up the game and then JP after that. Line drive, throw to first, and there it is. The damage was done with the Shohei Ohtani home run. Let's go, baby. Crushed the shit out of that. And again, had a home run, obviously, yesterday as well. That kid right there is super hyped. I mean, that's going to be like one of the best home runs you can get in baseball besides Aaron Judge, a Shohei Ohtani homer. Let's go. Let's see who's up next here for the Chicago White Sox. First sellout in Chicago with the Dodgers coming into town. And I think they have some kind of giveaway. That's a big reason why that they have a sellout here today. And on the mound for the Dodgers, 8-2 record, an ERA of 3.04. This is the 3rd game of the Dodgers I've done this season when the Mariners have had a day off or they played early. And I haven't seen Gavin Stone, so I'm super excited to see what he can bring for LA on the mound. And in the box for the White Sox, this is a better lineup than they had against Seattle. And they will have a chance to compete tonight. Leading off in the 1-hole, center fielder Tommy Pham, who didn't play at all in the Seattle Mariners series. Batting second, the former Red Sox left fielder Andrew Benintendi. And batting third, their best player, DHing tonight, Luis Robert Jr. And at the end of the day, he might end up being, in a week or two, or as we're getting closer to the trade deadline, it wouldn't shock me if Luis Robert Jr. ends up being a Dodger. It could end up happening. I know there's going to be a little bit of interest, and I know that they're going to be looking at the Dodger farm system, the Seattle Mariner farm system, and a few others to see if they can load up for Luis Robert Jr. I'll take him in Seattle. Dodger fans will take him there in LA. Another name to kind of keep an eye out for the Dodgers. I know they're looking at Randy Arozarena. I don't know if the Rays would let a guy like that go, but Randy would be a good fit in LA as well. Let's go, baby. STL in the building. What's good, brother? And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got, 10 people watching on YouTube and then another 13 or 14 on Twitter/X. So we got 5 likes out of the 9 people that are in the room right now. So for the other 4, if you could smash that like button, it'd be greatly appreciated. The closer that we can get to 10, that'll get our way to 20, then 30. Popped up by Tommy Pham. Nice catch out there by Paez. 1 away. All right, Tommy. Next time around. And Paez has actually been very good for the Dodgers. This has actually been one of their better rookie up-and-coming players that's kind of new to the roster, that's good on offense and defense. Paez, I see you. Next up for the White Sox, Andrew Benintendi. Pitch is outside, 1-0 count. Yeah, well, I don't think it's just your opinion. I think it's every single baseball fan's opinion. I mean, we're the worst hitting team out of all the top 10 teams, that are above 500. So you got the Orioles, you got the Yankees, you got the Guardians, you got the Royals, you got the Twins, and you got the Mariners. We got one of the best pitching staffs, but now Brian Wu is hurt. We can't really rely on Bryce Miller, right? And we need some bats. I mean, that's definitely very, very clear. I mean, even if you don't watch the Mariners on an everyday basis, it's clear, when you're batting only 200, 220 as a team, and you see so many of these games where we're sitting at like 0 runs or 1 run and only a couple hits. it's very clear. We need bats more than any team in baseball, period. Right, as far as the good teams, the contenders. And then you got the Braves, the Dodgers, the Phillies, the Brewers, and then you got teams like the Padres and Cardinals that are going to be creeping, obviously, for a wild card. Let's go, baby. Big punch out to Benintendi. 2 away. Next up for the White Sox, DHing for Chicago, Luis Robert Jr. And for the Mariners, fuck, man, we probably need like 2 bats, 2 bullpen guys, and maybe even another pitcher if we could get one. But knowing the Mariners, we may not make any moves. We might make a move, like a guy, and it might not be the guy that, people want. People are wanting Luis Robert Jr., Pete Alonso, Vlad Jr., Bo Bichette, but we might have to settle for a Brent Rooker on the A's, like a lower name guy, which would still be solid, or a Brian De La Cruz, from the Marlins, and we'll take that, but it just depends if the Mariners want to dish out the money or not. Yeah, Padres play the Mariners later on this month, and hopefully you'll be able to hop into the stream and hang out with me while we watch our teams go at it. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani with a solo blast in the top of the first. 1-2 pitch from Stone to Robert Jr. Pitch is low and outside, 2-2 count. Megan in the building, how are you? Shohei Ohtani with a big home run just a few minutes ago. 1-0 Dodgers. You're in 5th. Well, that's better than 6. Big swing and a miss. And there goes Luis Robert Jr. with a punch out from Gavin Stone. Nice job, Gavin. And again, I've done, this is my 3rd Dodger live stream. I plan on doing 5 to 10 a year, when I'm going to be doing about 140 to 150 Mariner games out of the 162. The only reason we wouldn't do a Mariner game, obviously if they play, at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m., and it just doesn't really make any sense to do a stream that early, but we've had some pretty good success on the 10 a.m., 10:30 streams, but I felt like 9 a.m. is probably, a little too early for a little bit of everybody. But I did watch the game with Paisley, and we ended up coming back and winning that matchup. That felt really good when we were down 1-0, had a 3-run blast from Cal Raleigh, ended up 3-1, and ended up winning 5-2 with another J.P. Crawford RBI after a huge Cal Raleigh home run late in the matchup. Let's go, baby. End of the first inning, 1-0 Dodgers. And then again, depending on how the stream, pans out, if we hit 30 to 50 likes and we get a good results, then we'll end up doing the Guardians and Royals tomorrow. And then if not, we'll take the day off, and then we'll be back on Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the Mariners hosting the Minnesota Twins in Seattle. And both teams are very, very good. And right after that, we play the Baltimore Orioles in a 3-game set. And in the last game on July 4th, I'm going up to Seattle with my best friend Justin, and we're going to go see Logan Gilbert pitch. I've never seen Logan Gilbert pitch before. He has in Logan Gilbert's rookie year. So this will be exciting. So hopefully the pitching matchup will keep us close with the Orioles. I know the Orioles and Yankees are sliding a little bit right now, like the Mariners. So we'll see if it's competitive, and hopefully I can end up with a baseball or 2 on July 4th. Let's go. Double E. Big E. My boy. Next up for the Dodgers, center fielder Andy Paez. Batting second baseman Gavin Lux. And batting third, shortstop Miguel Rojas. And Paez is great, man. Like, it's been a minute since you've seen a guy in the outfield that's been kind of like must-see TV, maybe since like Yasiel Puig. But Puig only really had a season or 2, and then he kind of fizzled out and ended up going to other teams after the Dodgers and never was the same player after he left LA. Right, had a few moments on Cincinnati on the Reds, but never really was the same. But this Paez kid, he's special, and I could see him being a part of this Dodger organization for a long time. No worries, Megan. Hopefully we'll get some other goats to come through to show some love. And again, I'm just grinding it out. I watched the Mariner game at 9 a.m. My mom's birthday is today, so just obviously trying to spend some time with her. And again, I wanted to make sure that I'm not lazy and I'm going on the grind. Plus, I got a lot of bills, so I got to put in the effort. Some days we're going to hit goal, other days we're not. But as long as I know that I'm putting in effort every single day, that's really what matters. Plus, it's a good opportunity for me to be able to watch the Dodgers in entirety. When I have obviously the Mariner game already finished or on a day off. 3-2 pitch. The Paez pops up. Ready? Oh, and that one just goes foul. Puig was. Remember, like the big brawl that Puig had as well. Never really was the same after leaving LA, but people still remember him for sure. Top of the second, 1-0 Dodgers, and yeah, I'll get you some photos in between the innings. No worries, I got you. No worries. And hopefully, we'll have a few others that will come through to show some love, so that way we can end up having a decent number if we don't hit goal. Chopper towards third base, foul. Megan with the like and the share on the Twitter/X. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Lauren and Elliot, double E, for helping out on that. First sellout for the White Sox all 2024 is tonight. And again, when the Dodgers come to town, that's going to do it, especially if they have a giveaway as well. Popped up. Paez. One away. Next up for the Dodgers, second baseman, Gavin Lux. And really, the Dodgers only have one guy in the lineup that really isn't that good of a hitter, the 9-hole hitter, Austin Barnes. But everyone else is pretty fucking solid for this Dodger team. Let's see if Gavin Lux can do some magic here. Obviously, I know my dad is watching at home as well. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And hopefully we can end up getting to, that 20, 30, 40 like number. And then I know we got a majority of the people that are watching on Twitter/X right now. You can come over to the YouTube side, smash the like button. That would be greatly appreciated. 1-1 pitch from Fetty to Lux. Chop that one foul. 1-2 count. One, 2 count from Fetty to Lux. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. And this is a decent matchup, even though White Sox are not a very good team. Fetty, 5-2 record with a 3.05 ERA. Yeah, he gave up the home run to Shohei Ohtani, but this might be pretty competitive today. Big swing and a miss. There goes Gavin Lux. 2 away. Nice cutter and changeup combo. Next up for the Dodgers, shortstop Miguel Rojas. Rojas popped up. Should be a routine play for the White Sox. 3 up and 3 down. Nice catch by Sheep. Go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Dodgers. Few photos up here for you, Megan. Hope you feel better. See who's up next here for the Chicago White Sox in the bottom of the second inning. Thumbnail looks great. Made some adjustments on some of the sizing, and things are starting to turn out really well. Next up for the White Sox in the cleanup hitter role, right fielder Gavin Sheets. Batting second, first baseman Andrew Vaughn. And batting third, shortstop, Paul DeYoung. Let's go, baby. Crazy, right? Again, I think that we're going to have a very good chance to see Shohei Ohtani hit 50 homers this season. And I think Aaron Judge, will have a shot to, hit 60 to 65. He's on a better pace, than as far as like some of the statistics, RBIs are a little bit higher than the 2022 season. But I think that, getting 60, 61, 62, 63 will definitely be doable. And there's not going to be very many players that can hit 60-plus home runs, and probably Ohtani and Judge are two out of the maybe three players total that could maybe even do that kind of stat. And even Ohtani might have a hard time getting to 60 homers, as great as a player as he is. Judge seems like, he might be the only guy that breaks his own record. Even though if there was another, individual that could possibly challenge him, it would be Ohtani. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani home run in the top of the first. Sheets. Pitches inside from Stone. 2-1 count. Two-one pitch is low and into the dirt. 3-1 count. It's a great stat, man. But they already knew how good, Shohei was going to be. And they don't even have him as a pitcher yet. I mean, imagine once he ends up being able to pitch next year and hit. So we'll see if the Dodgers end up making the World Series this year or not. But you would think, in the time that Shohei is there, that they'll win at least one or two championships while he's there. They're not going to win every year because baseball is competitive. But Pete's back to the wall. Go, go, go. There we go. Stand-up double for Gavin Sheets. Nice job. Keeping it competitive here this afternoon. Nice double to center. Next up, first baseman Andrew Vaughn. Good start by Gavin Sheets. Next up, first pitch to Andrew Vaughn from Gavin Stone. 1-0 count. Gavin Stone, 8-2 record, 3.04 ERA. Might be a tough night for the White Sox until he goes out. Throw to first. One away. Next up for the White Sox, shortstop Paul DeYoung. Guardians, Orioles in a close one, 3-2 O's. Little chopper, flip to first, 2 away. Good defense there by the Dodgers. Next up for the White Sox, catcher Corey Lee. .203 average with runners in scoring position, worst in MLB. That's tough. And again, there'll probably be sellers, with a pitcher or two, and Luis Robert Jr. will probably be dealt more than likely. Corey Lee pops up. Teoscar Hernandez is there, and they leave one stranded at third base. End of the second inning, 1-0 LA. Let's see who's up next for the Dodgers. Next up for the Dodgers, third baseman Kike Hernandez. And I always root for Kike. Obviously, when the Dodgers came to Seattle a couple years before COVID, around 2018, 2019, when I ended up getting my first foul ball at a Mariner game from Kike Hernandez, that really changed everything for me at that particular juncture. So I'm always rooting for Kike. When he went to Boston, I was sad to see him go, but definitely happy that he is back with LA. Batting second, catcher Austin Barnes. And batting third, back at the top of the order with a home run in the top of the first, DHing from the one hole, Shohei Ohtani. It's showtime, baby. Let's go. I'm excited for it, you know. Hopefully there'll be some more Tampa Bay fans that hop on YouTube that actually are on the internet, but there's not a whole lot of them out there. You know, there's a lot more Panthers, Saints, and Falcons. And, you know, if the rival fan bases want to be able to hang out with me more often than these Tampa Bay fans, wherever the hell they're at, you know, so be it. But, you know, it should be a 3-team race, you know, with the Falcons, the Saints, and the Bucks. I think the Bucks are favored, you know, to win the division again for, you know, various reasons. Then you got the Saints, but I think Saints fans, they don't really like Carr that much. Offensive line needs a little bit of tweaking. Defense is, you know, traditionally pretty good, and you just need AK-41, Olave, and a few others to stay healthy to be right there, you know, around 10 wins. And then the Atlanta Falcons have Kirk Cousins and a bunch of good skill position players and a good O-line, right? But their defense is ass. So, again, you know, coaching, play calling, and defense are not very good for Atlanta, but that offense looks like it could do some damage. So they might steal a game from the Saints and the Bucks, the Atlanta Falcons, to make it a little interesting. But all three teams are going to be close to 10 wins. It's just a matter of who gets to 10 or 11 wins and who gets to 8, 9, you know, or possibly 10. You know, there's going to be one team that maybe gets 10 to 12 wins, another team that might get 9 to 10, and then another one that might just fall short and win 8 or 9. So it's kind of going in that order: 10, 9, 8, or 11, 10, and 9. And obviously the team that ends up going 9 and 8 is going to miss the playoffs, whether that's the Saints or the Falcons. But definitely excited to see where it goes. Pitch is outside, 2-1 count. Well, you guys need to make changes. You know, the Saints coaching staff, you need to figure that shit out. Same thing with the Falcons. They need to figure that out. And then the Panthers are so far behind the other three teams, we're not going to have to worry about the Panthers for a fucking long time. Pitch is outside, 3-1 count to Kike. I like the NFC West. Like I said, I think you guys are going to be very competitive. You know, Niners, Seahawks, Rams. It should be very competitive with those three teams, just like it's going to be with the Bucs, Saints, and Falcons. So, but if we're looking at like top tier, you know, it would seem like, you know, the NFC West teams are going to be better than the NFC South teams. But it all depends on the defense and the coaching to see if we can get more than one team with 10 wins. Like, is it possible that the Bucs get 12 or 11, and then maybe the Saints or Falcons get 10? Yeah, it's possible for sure. But not all three teams in the NFC South are going to get 10 wins. I would be shocked if that happens. Kike Hernandez, just foul. But on the NFC West side, there's a possibility that three teams could get 10, or the Niners will get, you know, 10 to 14, and then the Seahawks and Rams are going to have to battle it out for second place, unless maybe Seattle overachieves and get first if the Niners have injuries. But, you know, Seattle and the Rams are going to be, at this point, you know, going for second place, unless injuries happen to the Niners, and they're going to be both shooting for 10 to 12 wins. And the team that doesn't get it, you know, might end up with 8 or 9 wins, and that might be the Rams. You know, so we'll see. No Aaron Donald, so, you know, the offense still looks pretty good, you know, with the players they have. Kike, there we go. There's my boy. Nice job, Kike. I'm always going to be a Kike Hernandez guy, through and through. Hockey from home, what's good? Dennis Allen definitely needs to go. And Carmichael and Allen both should have been gone. And Carr needs to go too. Carr is not the type of quarterback for the Saints. You know, it might be slightly better than like a Jameis Winston and a Taysom Hill, but it's not like a Drew Brees type of aura. And you guys deserve to have that type of vibe, you know, for the Saints. I mean, hell, if the Falcons got Kirk Cousins and I got Baker, you know, you don't want to have Carr, you know. Kike Hernandez slides into safe at second. Runners at first and second with no outs. There we go, baby. I like that. Kike Hernandez and Barnes grounded into a fielder's choice there. Next up for the Dodgers with a home run in the top of the first inning, Shohei Ohtani. And I pulled up the photos for you, but you might have stepped away from your computer, Megan. So I have them here for you. But I didn't hear you comment, so I figured you might have went to the bathroom or went to go get coffee and get situated. But I always will take care of you. Top of the third, runners at first and second, 1-for-1 for Shohei. And obviously, we know Kike Hernandez isn't going to give you stats that fly off the page. He's just kind of a utility guy that can play 5 or 6 different positions. You know, he's never going to be really with a crazy batting average or a crazy home run total, but he's just kind of one of those glue guys, you know, kind of like on the Kraken, like Tanev. You know, he might not be the best player. You know, you got Bjorkstrand and you got McCann and you got all these other guys that can score goals that might be better. But sometimes it's going to be glue guys that you really love. And that's what Kike Hernandez is for the Dodgers. He's a glue guy. And Shohei Ohtani just gets walked. And then a comparison for the Saints for Elliott, a glue guy like Kike Hernandez and a guy like Brandon Tanev, obviously for the Kraken on the hockey side, would be like DeMario Davis for the Saints, because I nicknamed him the glue because he obviously holds everything together for the New Orleans Saints. So, and sometimes you got to have those glue guys. You know, when you have those glue guys on a roster, they may not be the best player overall, but you need them to win. Big facts. Platoon player is a player that can play multiple positions, right? So, like, let's say, you know, you have a certain player like Julio Rodriguez is a center fielder, right? He always plays center field no matter what. He's not really playing any other position. Can he play right field and left field? Yes, but he's a center fielder, right? So when you end up having players that are not as good at a position, and then they end up having 2 or 3 guys that rotate, that's a platoon player. So, like, if you don't have an everyday player at third base, like sometimes it's Hollywood Josh Rojas for the Mariners, and then sometimes it's Dylan Moore. You know, so they will switch it up, and that's what a platoon player is, a guy that can play, you know, multiple positions. Not just third base, maybe he can play second base and shortstop, or a guy in the outfield might be able to play all positions, left field, right field, or center field. Popped up. Oscar Hernandez, sacrifice fly. There we go. 2-0 Dodgers. Jacob in the building. What's good? You know nobody watches the NBA anymore, Jacob. Nobody even knows who's even in the fucking draft. You know, like I said, you got all these players that are from Europe and overseas, right? And then you might have a player that you remember from the tourney in March Madness, but it's... You know, good luck with that, man. That's a big waste of time for me, but, you know, again, if you enjoy it, good for you, bro. But again, you know, you're young. Anyone that's 25 and under, you're going to say that. But if you were older and you ended up watching the NBA in the 80s and 90s, you wouldn't think that, because you missed out on probably the best basketball of this particular lifetime, and it's never going to be that way ever again. But good for you for loving the NBA. Someone needs to. Yeah, like a rotational player, a platoon player, you know, a guy that can play multiple positions. Yep, you got it. NHL draft. That's something to keep an eye on. 1-0 pitch. Freeman. There, baby. Go, baby, go. 3-0 Dodgers. Go, go, go. Boom, 4-0 Dodgers. Freddie Freeman with a double to right. Barnes and Ohtani score. Oh, baby. Let's go, Freddie, Freddie, Freddie. There we go. And they're blowing him out. Guess the Dodgers are going no mercy right now, huh? WWF No Mercy on Nintendo 64. 4-0 LA. 495th career double, leading everyone in the big leagues for the career, Freddie Freeman. Chopper towards first base for Paez, 2 away. excuse me, Jason Hayward. Next up, Andy Paez. Hayward dribbled out there to first base with 2 outs. And we'll see what Andy Paez can do next. I mean, Mookie, Freddie, Shohei Ohtani, Teoscar. I mean, that's a solid front four. Throw to first. Got him. But the damage is done. Nice job by Freddie Freeman. 4-0 LA. Nice job. Let's see who's up next here for the White Sox. They need to get something on the board. Next up for the White Sox, second baseman, Nicky Lopez. Batting second in the 9-hole, third baseman, Lennon Sosa. And batting third, center fielder in the leadoff role, 0 for 1, Tommy Pham. Let's go, baby. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We need 3 more to get to 10, and a majority of the fan base that's watching is watching on Twitter/X. So I know it might be a little bit tougher to be able to pull in some of those views and shares and subs and whatnot, but we're going to grind it out. Better than me taking 2 days off, so gotta grind. Let's go, baby. Take a look at some of the scores here. All right, we got Orioles 4, Guardians 2 in the top of the 9th. That's a big matchup. Mets 4, Yankees 0. That's surprising. Blue Jays and Red Sox got rained out. Cardinals 2, Braves 0 in the middle of the 7th. Obviously, this Dodger matchup 4-0 in the middle of the 3rd. Final score, Seattle Mariners 5, Rays 2. Hell yeah, Cal Raleigh and JP Crawford, big heroes today. Phillies 6, Tigers 2 final. Pirates 6, Reds 1 final. Braves 6, Cardinals 2 in the first matchup game. And then Astros 7, Rockies 1. Royals 5, Marlins 1. Brewers 6, Rangers 5 and 10. I'll take that. Thank you, Brew Crew. Angels 5, Athletics 2. Padres 8, Nats 5. There you go, Elliot. And then we got the Twins and Diamondbacks and Cubs and Giants coming up in about an hour. Let's go, Gavin Stone. 8-2 record, 3.04 ERA. He's wheeling and dealing. Bottom of the 3rd, 4-0 Los Angeles. Oh, 1 pitch, right up the middle, throw to first, 1 away. There goes Nicky Lopez. Miguel Rojas with that great defensive play. Next up, third baseman, Lennon Sosa. Oh, man, that's a good question for the glue player for Seattle. I mean, for many, many years, it was Bobby Wagner. That was the guy that kind of held everything together, you know, in the middle, being the defensive leader and whatnot. I feel at least on that side of the ball. But I think with this new regime, we're going to have to kind of wait and see to see who's going to step up in the leadership role. Obviously, right now, it's Gino. You know, on the offense, you know, obviously you got running backs, you know, plenty there with Kenneth Walker III and company. You got DK and Lockett. Lockett has a lot of leadership qualities as well as Gino. But I would say probably Gino, you know, and Tyler Lockett, you know, give you that leadership on the offense. Wagner, obviously, when he was on the defense there on that side. But as we're going into this new regime in 2024, I'm not sure, you know, if there's going to be another name that's going to be like Bobby was for all those years. But obviously on the offense, it's Gino for me. You know, I think he's that one that even though he hasn't been there for a long, long time, they look up to him. You know, he's a top 12 quarterback in this league. His stats are better than Trevor Lawrence. You know, and again, I feel that, you know, he finally found his home like Baker Mayfield did. You know, sometimes when you play on shitty teams and you have shitty coaches and a shitty supporting cast, like when he was on the Jets, everyone gave up on him. But he finally got an opportunity to shine with a good team like Seattle, and he overachieved. And I really like good stories in sports like that when everyone gives up on someone and they go to a team that is a right fit for that player, and then they beast mode. And I love that. Popped up. 1, 2, 3 inning there for the White Sox. Nice job by Gavin Stone. End of the third inning, 4-0 Dodgers. Only one hit for the White Sox. 4 hits, 4 runs, 4-0 lead for LA. Bye. Yeah, but I would say, Lockett and Gino, just based on, who they are and whatnot. And, obviously Lockett being there for that 10 year of time. And obviously the quarterback is always going to have that leadership role to try to hold everything together. So we will see. There might be some new pieces on the defense that emerge as leaders. And obviously with Byron Murphy there, he's going to be young and he'll have to earn it, but if he ends up being as good as we hope he is, and he could be like a Warren Sapp, Aaron Donald type of player, he definitely will be one of the leaders in the near future for that defense. And as soon as that defensive line and defense gets right, that's when Seattle will take the jump. They already have the quarterback and the running backs and the wide receivers, and the coaching staff is new. But again, they're going to bring that Baltimore Raven mentality there. So it's just about getting the offensive line and the defense up to speed, kind of like the Baltimore Raven type. And once they get there, then you're going to have a baby Baltimore Raven team, in the NFC. And then that'll be the moment where they're going to be in first place, even over the San Francisco 49ers. They're probably not there yet, but give them a couple years. If they draft well, they get some good free agents, they figure out, obviously these key positions on the O-line and D-line to fix. And if they can get pieces that stick, then that's when they're going to end up winning, first place in the NFC West, and they're going to end up winning 10 to 14 games like the Niners typically do every single year. So, but it'll be exciting to see, the development of the players in the NFC West. Alfonso in the building. What's good? Matt with the like and share on the Twitter/X. I appreciate you. Shout out to Matt, Megan, Lauren, and Elliot for helping out on that side. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Top of the fourth, 4-0 Dodgers. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Hopefully we'll get at least a few people to come through to show some love on the stream. Next up for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. 0-1 pitch. Lux fouls that one off from Fetty. Behind in the count 0-2. Pitch. Pitch is high and outside. 1-2 count. One-two pitch to Lux. Struck him out, looking tough. Pitch was off the plate, but called a strikeout, and Lux is not happy. Next up for the Dodgers, shortstop Miguel Rojas. Shohei makes history, 10th straight game with an RBI, new franchise record. Good stuff. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. All right, no worries. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is inside, 2-1 count. Miguel Rojas. He is not, but that would be hilarious if he was, if that was like his brother. Rojas, there we go. Oh, he's going for two. Go, 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 slide. Save, head first. Miguel Rojas with a double. Nice job. Wow, 23-0 and Miguel Rojas gets on base for a hit. 16-0 when he gets a run. Unbelievable. So that really all starts and ends with Miguel Rojas. If he plays well, the Dodgers win. They haven't lost when he's gotten a hit. So there you go. Nice job, Miguel. That could have easily been a single, but he said, screw it. I'm going to push and go for the double. And head first, he got in there. Next up, third baseman, Kike Hernandez. Let's go, Kike. Let's go, Kike. Top of the fourth, 4-0 Dodgers. One away, runner at second, Miguel Rojas. And in the box, Kike Hernandez, 1 for 1 with a single and a run. 204 average, 4 homers, 12 ribbies. Stat line is a little low, but he is a platoon player, you know, a guy that can play many positions to help the team out. And again, sometimes the stats aren't going to scream off the page, but he can be an unsung hero once in a while for this Dodger team when you don't expect anything, and then he gives you something. You know, a key hit, a key RBI, and maybe a home run that you're not expecting from a player lower in the lineup. Let's go, Kike. 1-1 pitch. Takes a strike looking. 1-2 count. Come on, Hernandez. One-two pitch to Kike. Dribbler. Throw to first. 2 away. Next up for the Dodgers, catcher Austin Barnes. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's try to get to at least 20 likes before the stream ends. We need 2 more to get to 10. We got 13 people on the YouTube side, 23 plus on the Twitter/X side, and then hopefully the White Sox can make it a little interesting so we can hit at least 20. Normally I like to shoot for 30 to 50, but since we're not doing a Mariners stream, I understand. And this isn't like a Dodgers-Braves matchup. It's Dodgers-White Sox, so I get it, but I can't control who the Dodgers play when the Mariners have a day off or they play early in the morning. But I got to grind, baby. Top of the fourth, 4-0 Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani with a homer in the top of the first. 2 away with a runner at third. Shohei Ohtani on deck. Austin Barnes in the box. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is low and outside. 2-1 count. And this is definitely their worst hitter in the lineup besides Kike in the 9-hole. But Kike has a hit, and so does Barnes. So pitch right down the middle for a strike looking. 2-2 count. Betty trying to get back on track after giving up the 4 runs. 5-2 record, 3.05 ERA. But when you play the Dodgers, it's hard to be able to contain them game in and game out. 2-2 pitch to Barnes from Fetty. Got him. Nice punch out by Fetty. Let's go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 4-0 LA. Let's take a look at the stat line here so far. So Fetty, 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 4 Ks. So besides obviously having the Shohei blast and then obviously getting roughed up in the 3rd inning, pretty tough outing here for Fetty. And then let's take a look at Gavin Stone. Take a look at his numbers. All right, 8-2 record, 3.04 ERA, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, 2 Ks. Let's go, baby. Let's see who's up next here for the White Sox. Next up for the White Sox, 0 for 1 with a K, left fielder, the former Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. Batting second, DHing today for Chicago, 0 for 1 with a K, Luis Robert Jr. Will he be on the Seattle Mariners or the Dodgers by the trade deadline? Possibly. And batting third, right fielder, 1 for 1, Gavin Sheets. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you're taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety, these are things a lot of us go through on the daily or have in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping a little bit, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. Exercise a little bit more. Go outside and take a walk. Spend time with your pets and your friends. Eat a little bit better. You'd be really surprised if you make minor adjustments to your daily routine. It'll help you get out of the darkness and back to your normal self. Even listening to music, every day helps. Believe you me. Big facts. Let's go, baby. 4-0 Dodgers. And if you're just tuning in, Shohei Ohtani homered to right center, 437 feet in the top of the first, 1-0 LA. Teoscar Hernandez in the top of the third hit a sacrifice fly to right. Kike scored, Barnes to third, 2-0 Dodgers. And then Freeman in the top of the third, doubled to right. Barnes and Ohtani scored. And that's where we're at right now with a 4-0 Dodger lead. Yeah, great win for Seattle, bro. I mean, we haven't been able to hit. Julio is in a slump, and Cal Raleigh has been the MVP for the team this year besides Logan Gilbert. So, it's nice to see. And Munoz came in as a closer, walked the first two guys in the ninth, and then hit the third guy. So if it wasn't for Trent Thornton coming in late, it could have got really bad. But Cal Raleigh with a late, 3-run homer in the matchup. And again, when we go in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, for whatever reason, that chaos ball that we play where we don't do shit for 5 or 6 innings, and then we have a lot of pressure to make a big play late. And Cal Raleigh is the most clutch player on the Mariners in the last 5 years. So it's really nice to see. And a lot of people would think it's Julio, but Julio's not a clutch player, at least not yet in his early career. And Cal Raleigh is a G. That's why he's probably my favorite player on the team right now. Let's go. Your friend is at what game right now? The White Sox game? Or are you talking about a different matchup? Got him. Orioles 4, Guardians 2. Tough loss today, but again, you guys are both amazing. The Guardians are one of the best in the world. The Orioles are one of the best in the world. So definitely a tough matchup, and it doesn't get easier. Obviously, starting tomorrow, you got the Royals. So we'll see where that goes, and you're going to be on the road. So it'll definitely be a tough outing, but it'll be very interesting. Bottom of the fourth, 4-0 Dodgers. Next up, Luis Robert Jr., their best player. On the trade block, where will he land? Will he be on the Dodgers? Will he be on the Phillies? Will he be on the Braves? Will he be on the Mariners? I don't know where Luis Robert Jr. is going to land, but wherever he ends up landing, he'll make an impact for that new team. Big swing and a miss. Pitch inside. 1-2 count from Stone to Robert Jr. Luis Robert Jr. in right field or left field would be great for the Mariners. And then you could also have him DH once in a while if needed also. So chop foul. Count remains 1-2. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Got to try to get to at least 20 likes before the stream ends. We still need 2 more to get to 10. 1 more to get to 10. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. Wow, line drive. Miguel Rojas, 2 away. Wow, what defense. My dad loved that play. Rojas making another diving play. See you, Miguel. Popped up for Sheets. Teoscar is there. 3 up and 3 down. Let's go to the top of the 5th inning. 4-0 Dodgers going for the sweep. Next up for the Dodgers, 1-for-1 with 2 runs and a homer in the top of the 1st inning. Shohei Ohtani. It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Batting second, 0-for-1 with an RBI and a K. Left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez, the former Mariner and new All-Star for the Dodgers. Sign him long-term, baby. And batting third, 1-for-2 with 2 RBIs. First baseman, Freddie Freeman. A dangerous lineup. No Mookie Betts, no problem. But hopefully Mookie will be healthy by the time they get to the playoffs. They're going to need him at that point. Big facts. This game is flying by. We're already halfway through, only an hour and 4 minutes. We're in the top of the fifth. We'll see if Shohei Ohtani can go yard again and make a memory for me here in 2024. And I was really hoping, because I've done the Dodgers and Reds, and then I don't think Ohtani homered there. And then we did Dodgers, Rockies, and I believe he didn't homer there. So this is the first homer, on the live stream that I've been able to see of Ohtani, which is nice. And maybe he'll be able to hit another one. We'll have to wait and see. Let's get it, baby. Back-to-back nights for Shohei Ohtani. Wow. In 135 years, they said he's the first player to have back-to-back home runs at the leadoff position ever. But obviously, Ohtani batting leadoff is crazy. I mean, that guy could bat 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Fouled out to third, one away. We'll have to wait till the next at bat to see what he can do. Okay, Shohei, you already homered once. Next up for the Dodgers, left fielder, 0 for 1 with an RBI and a K, Teoscar Hernandez, the former Mariner. Let's go, Teo. Pitch on the corner for a strike. 0-1 count. Fine in the count, 0-2 already. Top of the fifth, 4-0 Dodgers. Ready? The Teoscar Hernandez 0-2 pitch. Chop foul. Count remains 0-2. Come on, Teoscar. And Teoscar has been playing the best out of Jared Kelenic and Eugenio Suarez, even though I saw Kelenic go yard yesterday. Eugenio's been struggling, but Teoscar is an all-star. Pitches outside, 1-2 count to Hernandez. 0 for 1 with a sac fly and an RBI. One-two pitch. Crushes that one, foul. Count remains 1-2. Let them know. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's get to 20 likes on the stream. One-two pitch. Chopper towards third, foul. He's battling. We got 36 people watching. If the matchup was against a better team, I know obviously the viewership would be a little bit higher, but that was what was on the schedule. 1-2 pitch. Chop foul. Teoscar's battling. Cutter, changeup, sinker. Eddie is throwing the whole arsenal at Teoscar here. 1-2 pitch. Pitches outside. 2-2 count. Fetty, 2-2 pitch. Teoscar, little dribbler, throw to first. 2 away. Good battle there. Next up for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. 342 average, 6 homers, 17 ribbies this month. He has been hot. He has been electric. See if Freddie can do something here. Big swing and a miss. 0-1 count. Top of the fifth, 4-0 Dodgers. A lot. I mean, I wouldn't be able to have the knowledge and the understanding of what's going on the college football side, and I feel that's why I'm so good at being able to come up with predictions on the NFL side because I watch a lot of these guys, in high school ball or college ball. But I would say during the college football season that I'm watching probably 3 to 4 games a Saturday. I always try to watch a morning game at 9 a.m. if Ohio State or Michigan's on. Then the Ducks play in the early afternoon. And I usually will have like a recorded game that's on at the same time that I'm missing. Maybe SEC action with like Bama or Georgia. And then they have that late game at like 5 o'clock on ABC, kind of that showcase game, whether it's Clemson or, whoever it may be playing at that particular window, Texas, and then I'll try to be able to squeeze that in. So I would say probably about 3 to 4 full games every Saturday. And then on, NFL on Sunday, usually about 3 or 4 as well. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, one that I record to watch later, and then obviously Sunday Night Football. So, and then I'm not even counting Friday or Thursday. If we're counting those days, then one on Thursday if the game is good enough, one on Friday, and then 3 or 4 on Saturday. So probably in a week, I would say probably 4 to 5 games every single week during the college football season. And then I'm bouncing around while I'm watching the full game, trying to catch up on some of the others, or I might be watching multiple games, at the same time, just having the channel flip back and forth, or I might have it on the computer, where I can end up watching multiple links so I can kind of keep up at the same time. But obviously, doing the Ducks games, that's going to keep my focus on Oregon. But, obviously if there's something good at the same time as Oregon, I want to make sure I'm not skipping that. I want to be able to evaluate the players properly. So that way when they make it to the NFL, I'm not surprised when guys break out. I like watching, the Pac-12 in general, but we don't have it anymore. But I like watching everybody, the rivals, the Beavers, the Huskies, the Trojans, the Cougs. It didn't matter. If they were on, I was going to watch because I wanted to scout and be able to see what we're dealing with when we play them. 0-1 pitch to Andrew Vaughn. Chop foul, 0-2 count. Gavin Stone pitching well so far. I don't know how to not grind. That's just who I am. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Nice punch out by Stone. I see you. Nice job, Gavin. Next up for the White Sox, 0 for 1, shortstop Paul DeYoung. Well, that's a good question. Obviously, the new backpack that the players are going to be wearing is badass. Obviously, we have all new gear with the Big Ten symbol on it instead of the Pac-12. It's exciting, man. Nice blooper by DeYoung. And, again, Michigan lost Harbaugh. Otherwise, they would still be in the conversation, and they might still be the third best team in the division, and we're still going to battle with them, and we might end up losing from time to time to Michigan, regardless if they have Harbaugh or not, just because of their recruiting, and they're still going to be a top 25 team. But I think most people, think that Oregon and Ohio State were both going to be in the playoff, and whoever ends up winning that head-to-head might end up being the champion of the Big Ten, right? So, unless we beat Ohio State and then we shit the bed against Michigan and then it ends up being tied 10-1 and then we have to go that particular route. But, hopefully we don't shit the bed against teams that are lower than us. But Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Texas, those are going to be the top 4 teams. And there'll be a few others that will be sprinkled in, Bama, Michigan, and a few others. But I don't think that the teams are going to be on the same level as far as players as Bama, Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, and Texas. Even Michigan and Bama are going to drop off a little, and they'll still be good, but they won't be powerhouse good as they were with Harbaugh and Saban. Facts. Texas and Oregon took their spots. So, and hopefully we can have Dan Lanning stay for a long, long time like Mike Bellotti did. And if that happens, we'll win an Natty. But if he leaves in the next couple of years, if they fire Kirby Smart and he goes back to Georgia, then we're back to square one, where we might be able to get to a Natty, but we're probably not going to win it. So, and it'll be all that hard work down the drain in recruiting if Lanning leaves. So hopefully he ends up being a Duck for life for a very long time. I mean, that would be amazing if he ends up being like the coach for like the next 10 to 20 years and he just grows old there. As long as he's still a good recruiter, I would be okay with that, but, we already know it's a business and there's not a lot of loyalty, to going to another school or staying with a school, players or coaches. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is high, 2-1 count. I got a couple nice ones in the closet. Black Mamba, D'Anthony Thomas, LaMichael, Marcus Mariotas, Herbert. 2-1 pitch to Lopez. Pitch is high, 2-2 count. Bottom of the fifth, 4-0 Dodgers. Runner at first, 2 outs. In the box, Mickey Lopez. 2-2 pitch from Stone. Dribbled towards first base, foul. Count remains 2-2. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's go. Got to hit at least 10 to 15 likes before the stream ends. But we have limited watchers and viewers on the YouTube side. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Five scoreless inning by Gavin Stone. He's wheeling and dealing, baby. Gavin Stone, 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 5 Ks. Wheeling and dealing, Gavin Stone. Trying to be 9-2. ERA down to 2.87. Arguably their best pitcher on the roster right now. One of the. Nice job. See who's up next here for the Dodgers in the top of the 6th. Next up for the Dodgers, 0 for 2 in the cleanup hole, right fielder Jason Hayward. Batting second, 0 for 2, center fielder Andy Paez. And batting third, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, second baseman Gavin Lux. Let's go Dodgers. Skip in the building. What's good, brother? Appreciate the like. We need to get as many as possible. Or we hit double-digit likes because of Kip. Thank you so much. Let's try to get 10 more before the stream ends. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a jump in viewership, as the game goes along. But obviously it is a blowout right now. 4-0 Dodgers. Blazers are so stupid, man. Dude, like, if you look at this draft, right? Like, you're looking at the names, like, there's only, like, one name that people remember from Purdue, Edey, right? And the Blazers had the 7th pick and could have picked him, and they passed on him, and then he ended up going to the Grizzlies 2 picks later. That's the Blazers for you. That's why the NBA is terrible. This might be like the worst NBA draft ever. If you're looking at the names, there's like one recognizable name out of like the first 10 or 12 picks. Everyone else is foreign or no one's ever heard of them. Wish the NBA wasn't in the shitter, but it is. Top of the 6th, 4-0 Dodgers. Big swing and a miss. Andy Paez in the box. 252 average, 8 homers in 2024. Top of the 6, 4-0 Dodgers. Big swing and a miss, 0-2 count. O2 pitch. Punched him out. Got him. 2 away. Next up for the Dodgers, second baseman Gavin Lux, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. See if he can get a hit here. Oh, 1 pitch. Popped up. Pitcher's got it. Betty. Go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-0 Dodgers. I appreciate that. Your boy's grinding. Obviously, you got lots of bills to pay, so can't really take days off. I got to grind, and find a specific event to do. Obviously, we're going to do Mariner games 99% of the time until we get back to football season. With an occasional WWE wrestling stream once a month to kind of mix it up. But when the Mariners play at 9 a.m. or have a day off, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep grinding. Next up for the White Sox in the bottom of the 6th, 0 for 1, third baseman Lenyn Sosa. Batting second in the 1 hole, 0 for 2, center fielder Tommy Pham. And batting third, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, the former Red Sox left fielder Andrew Benintendi. 4-0 Dodgers. Now still 4-0. No, you didn't miss anything. $4-0 Dodgers. Next up is Lenyn Sosa. Got a couple innings left before this matchup ends. And then tomorrow we'll either take the day off or I might end up doing the Royals and the Guardian matchup tomorrow. But we'll have to wait and see, what I feel like tomorrow. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're going to do the Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. Nice hit by Sosa there. Single to right field. There you go, Lenyn. Next up for the White Sox, center fielder Tommy Pham. Yeah, I like to have just something, in the background. I mean, if you're not going to be able to hear the announcers from the actual game, based off the audio, I like just having, something kind of mellow in the background. Kind of keeps the flow going. Instead of it just being silent and me talking the whole time, something different. First pitch to Tommy Pham from Gavin Stone. 1-0 count. Definitely excited about The Bear, which ends up debuting tomorrow. They're on Hulu, so I'll be watching that. Megan, did you end up finishing up all 5 episodes of The Acolyte yet, or no? And definitely, it's, I think, fair to say that this Acolyte is the worst one out of all the Disney Star Wars series. You know, some of the episodes have been entertaining and some have been, you know, okay. But I'm still going to watch because I'm a huge diehard of Star Wars, regardless if it's, you know, good writing or shitty writing. You know, obviously when George Lucas is no longer a part of it, it's going to be different, you know, with the Disney holding it down. But based off the writing and the story, it's definitely the worst out of the writing and the storyline. But the last episode and episode 5 had a lot of action. So I think that one kind of made up for some of the previous episodes. Like episode 3 was a little and whatnot. But again, I'm still going to watch it. I'm still a fan of Star Wars, but I feel that this one is by far the worst out of all of the, you know, sub-series. You know, obviously with The Mandalorian and Solo and all the others that they've done, I feel that this one is by far the worst. No spoilers. But yesterday's episode was fire. I would say it's probably the best episode so far out of the 5. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Dodgers. Three-two pitch. Tommy Pham flies out to center. 1 away. Next up for the White Sox, 0 for 2 with 2 Ks, left fielder Andrew Benintendi. Ooh, almost hit him in the face. Jesus. That pitch was very high to Benintendi's face helmet area. 1-0 count. Wasn't on purpose, but the thing got out of the way. Jesus. That was close. Big swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Bottom of the 6th, 4-0 Dodgers. Runner at first, 1 away. Big swing and a miss. 1-2 count. But we'll probably take the day off tomorrow, Matt. You know, unless we end up getting, you know, a massive, you know, viewership here at the end of the stream, and we can end up hitting a good number on the donos. You know, I want to make sure we don't have 2 underwhelming streams back to back. So unless something crazy happens between now and the end of the game, we'll take tomorrow off. Guardians and Royals will be on, and I'll probably tune in and watch that. But, you know, again, I want to make sure that my mental health is good, and, you know, we want to make sure that we're hitting good numbers, you know, throughout the stream. And you know, again, for my mental health, I have to make sure that I'm taking care of me. So we'll probably end up taking the day off tomorrow. 2-2 pitch. Throw to second. Double play. Got him. Great defense by the Dodgers there. Miguel Rojas, I see you. End of the 6th inning, 4-0 Dodgers. Yeah, Phillies are awesome this year. Nice to be able to see them playing good at the beginning of the year, not just being average and then getting hot at the end of the year. But I think it's that, you know, a couple years ago when you guys got hot late in the season and overachieved and made it to the World Series, and even though you lost, the Phillies now are known as a top dog with the Dodgers and Braves every single year moving forward now with Bryce Harper. So, it wouldn't surprise me if the Phillies end up going very deep. I feel like the Phillies and Dodgers are the two best in the National League. And then after those two teams, then you got the Braves and the Brewers. And then below them, you got like the Cardinals and the Padres. So, I would assume the Phillies and Dodgers will have a good chance to represent the National League for the World Series this year. Those are the two best. They got to stay hot and healthy, though. See who's up next here for the Dodgers. Next up for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th, 1-for-2, shortstop Miguel Rojas. Great two-way player. Batting second, third baseman, my boy, Kike Hernandez. And batting third, catcher Austin Barnes. Let's go Dodgers. You just couldn't connect to the characters? Well, after you end up finishing and watching The Acolyte, you might have another view. I mean, I know you didn't end up, finishing this particular one, but and I try to always give a fair breakdown, and based off, writing, acting, storyline, flow of the series and whatnot. I mean, they're not. I mean, we can agree that probably The Mandalorian is probably the best one out of the sub-series, out of the ones that they've done. But I don't think necessarily Andor is one of the best. It's kind of it's out and whatnot. But I think at the end of the day, we'll see where this Acolyte goes. But there's a good chance that Andor might be better than the Acolyte when it's all said and done, but I don't know yet. I have to keep watching to see, where they're at. But it's fair to say that those are two of the bottom ones, out of the ones that have come out. I think it's fair to say that. So. Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better. Pitches outside to Kike Hernandez, 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch to Kike. Pitches low into the dirt. 1-1 count. Top of the 7th, 4-0 Dodgers. Yeah, Obi-Wan. Yeah, I like the Obi-Wan. Boba Fett. Jango Fett. I mean, I haven't really had too many things on the Star Wars side that I've disliked. I mean, I pretty much liked everything that they've come out with and just appreciating for what it is. But I don't know. Hopefully that, the writing in The Acolyte, based off the story, hopefully it's not going to be like that moving forward with the others that they decide to do, because then Disney is going to be in fucking trouble. They're starting to, lose, certain people. But again, the diehards are going to watch no matter what. But, we want a lot of them to be up to the Mandalorian, type of standard, but unfortunately, you're not, and it all depends on who's acting in it, and if you have recognizable faces, and if the acting is good, if you have a recognizable face that's in there, a brilliant actor or actress, and then you have to have a good storyline with it too. So there hasn't, like I said, been too many, but I definitely feel that even though I'll still watch it, I feel like The Acolyte is kind of on the lower end of, the sub-series that have come out, but the last episode was good, so you haven't seen it, so I think you'll appreciate the last episode, episode 5. I thought it was the best episode probably so far of the series, so. Three-two pitch. Got him. There goes Kike Hernandez. One away. Next up for the Dodgers, catcher Austin Barnes. 1 for 2 with a run and a K. Oh, yeah. Well, also, look who's playing the lead. You know, when you have someone like Pedro Pascal, like anything that he did, like The Last of Us and Mandalorian, like once you start to see, you know, a particular, you know, actor that has a certain type of voice or aura or vibe, you know, and like I said, nothing was ever going to be up to that standard. And then obviously adding the Grogu side to it, you know, that just took it over the top. Like, even if Grogu wasn't even in it, it still would have been, I think, one of the best ones. But then you add that element of both of them together, you know, on the missions together, and it took it to a whole nother level where none of the other sub-series can even come close to The Mandalorian. I mean, they're good, but they're not Mandalorian good. Like, Mandalorian is like the closest thing to the movies to me. Like, you know, the original movies, you know, based on, you know, who's in it. But again, they haven't had anyone that's been as dynamic as an actor as Pedro Pascal or having the Grogu character. You know, there's been characters that have been good in the other ones, but not that good as like Mandalorian good, in my opinion. 1-1 pitch. Pitch in the zone for a strike. No, I don't think so. I want to, but again, I need to be able to make sure that I get the proper support. I mean, I'll sleep on it and I'll see. But again, I mean, I need to make sure that we're getting the likes and the subs and the views and the shares, and I need to try to get the proper amount of donos. You know, I don't want to, you know, make a thumbnail for like an hour, you know, call the game and then be at 0. You know, like I said, I could spend time with my dog and you know, clear my mental health and whatnot. So now, if I knew that we were going to end up getting a decent number, then yeah, I would do it. But if it's going to be like what we're getting here today on the Dodger stream, then it's not worth my time, unfortunately. Now, if I was like a Guardian streamer or a Royal streamer, yeah, I would do it. But again, since it's not my team, you know, I have to look at my mental health too. I don't want to be putting in all this effort and not getting a fair return. So, you know, when you do this job full time, you have to take care of yourself. So no one's going to want to grind it out for 3 hours, make a thumbnail for an hour, do all the prepping, and then be at a 0 or get limited views or subs or no donos. It's just not worth it. So. It's okay. You know, sometimes we'll end up having underwhelming streams where we're going to be at 0 or 1 or 5 or 10. But again, I have to, you know, look out for my mental health, you know, and again, I don't want to grind it out and give it my all and then be at like a 0 and then do it again and then be at a 0. You know, like I said, I don't want to, you know, go that particular route. So again, I got bills to pay. And, you know, I can't just be working for free. You know, like it's one thing if I just started off as a streamer, you know, and you have to grind to get to that point. That's fine. You know, but when I've been doing this for 12 years, you know, this is my 8th year. I've been full time for 3. I think anyone in my position wouldn't like to be at a 0 ever. You know, if you were me, right? You know, you're putting in all this time, effort, energy. You know, no one wants to work for nothing. You know, no one wants to work for free, especially when you have the talent and the grind. So, Shohei Ohtani in the box, 1 for 2 with a home run and a walk, 2-1 pitch. Pitch is inside, 3-1 count. But I do enjoy watching the Guardians and Royals a lot, Jacob. But, you know, I'll sleep on it and then I'll decide. It is on FS1, so it will be a global broadcast. It'll be the game that I'll be probably paying attention to. It just depends if I want to stream it or not. And I don't really like taking days off, but, you know, like if I knew that we could get to at least like half of the goal, then it would be worth me doing. But again, if I'm going to spend so much time and energy and then we end up being at 0, that's not good. So. Top of the 7th, 4-0 Dodgers. 3-2 pitch. And Ohtani takes a walk. Second walk for Ohtani after his home run blast. Next up, the former Mariner, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Play left field or right field. Pitch right down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. And is that like a series, a movie? And did it just come out? And how do I watch it? I mean, I've watched some of the Star Wars movies, the newer ones that have come out in the last 5 to 10 years, and I've enjoyed them. But I haven't seen a Star Trek movie in at least a year or two, whenever the last one came out or whatever. So, top of the 7th, 4-0 Dodgers. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. 1-2 pitch to Teoscar Hernandez. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. But right now I'm restarting iZombie. So I'm watching that. I'm watching Bridgerton. I'm trying to do a little wide variety of just a number of different types of shows. Some that I normally would watch, some I wouldn't normally watch. But I try to give everything kind of a fair chance. Paramount Plus. Okay, I got that. It's a series, 2 seasons. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll start it tonight. Yeah, I watched that when it debuted and came out. I enjoyed it. Sometimes after you watch that, it's good to go back to watch the regular one on Disney Plus and just watch the old X-Men episodes. So you can watch those for like the 4 or 5 seasons when it came out in the 90s when I was a kid. And then you can go back to the X-Men 97 or binge it and whatnot. But yeah, I watched that one as well. I enjoyed it. Okay, cool. Sounds like I have another thing to add to the list. Thank you. And then obviously we got Shark Fest and Shark Week that are coming up on Nat Geo and Discovery Channel very soon. And that's a big part of my life when that comes out. That kind of consumes a lot of my time other than just sports. So yeah, I'm going to definitely try to squeeze in as much as I can. So. And I watched iZombie when it debuted years ago, but I like to be able to go back and kind of watch series. And I don't mind watching stuff that's, zombie related or sci-fi. And then after I finish iZombie, I'll probably start Stranger Things from the very beginning because I've been wanting to watch that from the very beginning. I've done Dexter multiple times, Game of Thrones multiple times, True Blood multiple times, but I haven't watched Stranger Things from the beginning. And through my cell phone company, I get Netflix and Apple Plus TV for free through my package. And so obviously now I don't got to worry about paying for Netflix since it comes through my cell phone bill and it comes as part of the plan. And I'm starting to experiment, with that. And then after I go through Stranger Things, probably The Blacklist, which is a great show. Raymond Reddington is probably one of the best actors that I've ever seen in any show. Very entertaining with a lot of crime and craziness and chaos. So I got a lot of stuff on the bucket list for sure. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Dodgers. Next up is Luis Robert Jr. Chop foul, 0-2 count. Hell on Wheels is in the bucket as well, absolutely. Keep giving me recommendations so that way I can keep adding them to the bucket. I mean, I like to read and do film study on the sports and whatnot, but I like to be able to have my me time too after I go for a long walk with Paisley and, we can cuddle up and watch a show. Big punch out for Luis Robert Jr. Next up, right fielder Gavin Sheets. Pitches outside. 1-0 count. Gavin Stone still wheeling and dealing out there in the 7th inning. Corey Julks is up. Pitch hitting. Pitch on the corner for a strike. 1-2 count. One-two pitch from Stone to Julks. 2-2 count. Jokes. Line drive. Nice catch. Corey Jokes flied out. 2 away. Andrew Vaughn up next. Next up is Andrew Vaughn. Bottom of the 7th, 4-0 Dodgers. I mean, at this point, I don't even know if the White Sox are even going to be able to get a run. Hopefully, they'll have a little bit of a rally late. Pitch is outside, 1-2 count. But once Stone goes out, we'll see what the bullpen looks like. And that might be when the White Sox can start getting at least something under the belt for them. 1-2 pitch. Looks like Stone is getting tired now as pitches are going into the dirt. 2-2 count. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Nice job by Stone. Stone with some stones, baby. Nice job, Gavin. Let's take a look at Gavin Stone's numbers. 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, no earned runs, no walks, 7 Ks. And he's only had 84 pitches. 8-2 record, about to be 9-2. And his ERA was 3.04, now 2.79. Nice job, Gavin. One of the best pitchers on the Dodgers. Let's see who's up next for LA. Next up for the Dodgers, 1 for 3, 2 RBIs. First baseman, Freddie Freeman. Batting second, 0 for 3, right fielder, Jason Hayward. And batting third, 0 for 3 with a K, center fielder, Andy Paez. Let's go, Dodgers. All right, all good, brother. Game is almost over anyways. We're at the top of the 8th. 2 more innings to go, and I don't think the White Sox are going to be able to match up, but we'll find out if they end up getting anything, a run or 2. Obviously, once Gavin Stone goes out, which I think he's done now, we'll see if the Dodger bullpen can be as dominant as Gavin Stone was in those first 7 innings. This is going to give the White Sox, once we go to the bottom of the 8th, they'll have 2 chances to see if they can get anything. 1-2 count to Freddie Freeman. Let's go, Freddie. Mama 12. Deservedly so. I mean, just like on our channel here, we got people of all ages, as young as like 10 to 12, but most of them at the youngest are going to be like 17 or 18, and then we go all the way up to 90. So, we're going to get people that are around our age, and then you're going to get people that are younger, and you're going to get people that are a little bit older. It's a nice blend. Three-two pitch. There goes Freddie with a strikeout, 1 away. Next up for the Dodgers, 0 for 3, right fielder Jason Hayward. A 1 pitch to Hayward. Pitch is outside, 1-1 count. Soroka is in the matchup now. Hayward popped up a mile. Should be a routine play for the White Sox. There it is. 2 away. Had 2 players converting towards that baseball. Good thing they didn't run into each other. And next up for the Dodgers, center fielder Andy Paez. Let's see if Andy can get a hit. 0 for 3 with a K. Pitch in the zone for a strike. 1-1 count. One pitch to Paez. Pitch on the corner for a strike. 1-2 count. One-two pitch from Soroka. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count. Two pitch. Pitch is high. 3-2 count. Miles in the building. What's good? Always, bro. You know, of course I could have did the Mariner game at 9 a.m., but I just didn't think that there would be that much of a turnout. We probably would have had more than we have now here. But I didn't really know what kind of turnout we were going to get. Obviously, I do Mariners 99.999% of the time. And then when I don't do them, I do the Dodgers for my dad. And obviously, I follow them, very heavily too. So, but again, some Dodgers streams are going to do better than others and whatnot, but I'm always going to grind no matter what. And I appreciate you taking notice. I do this full time. I grind. I feel comfortable. I can do any team at any given moment. Basketball, baseball, football, hockey, college football, wrestling, UFC, boxing. It doesn't really matter. It's putting out that effort and that grind. And sometimes you get rewarded for your hard work. Sometimes you don't. But most of the time you do. And if you end up having a stream that underwhelms, then I know the next one will be better. So top of the 8th, 4-0 Dodgers. 2 outs. Runner at first. 0-1 pitch. From Soroka to Lux is fouled off, 0-2 count. And hopefully when I end up doing the next Dodger matchup, when the Mariners have a day off or if they have a game really early at like 9 a.m. that I decide not to do, that they play a decent team. Because all 3 streams the Dodgers have played where I've done them, they've been against kind of booty-o teams. One was against the Reds, but at least they had Ellie De La Cruz, and that made it fun. Then one was against the Rockies, where they were up like 9-0, and then the Rockies got 5 runs in the 9th to make it kind of interesting. And then now this 4-0 matchup against the White Sox. So, it would be nice to do like Dodgers-Yankees or Dodgers-Braves or Dodgers-Phillies or something like that. But, it is what it is. Yeah, and that's another reason why I watch. You got some former Mariners on there, wanting to see how they do. And obviously, when Mookie is healthy, amazing to watch. Ohtani, the Oscar, Freddie, they got plenty of pieces. I like watching Kike Hernandez. My first foul ball at a major league game was from him when he came to Seattle when he was on the Dodgers a year or 2 before COVID. So I always like rooting for him, even though I know he's not a very good player overall. He's a kind of a utility player, kind of like a floater. His stat line isn't going to jump off the page, but when you end up getting a foul ball from a player, regardless if he's good or bad, you root for him, right? So, yeah, I agree. Anytime anyone's a former Mariner, I'm going to keep an eye on them, just like with Jared Kelenic on the Braves and Eugenio Suarez and Seawald on the Diamondbacks. Pages in scoring position at second. Roca with another K. Go to the bottom of the eighth, 4-0 Dodgers. White Sox have two opportunities to at least do something here today. Hopefully they can get at least a run for their mental health on that side. Dodgers going for the sweep. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health. Addiction, depression, anxiety are things that, not only I've gone through, but I know some of y'all have gone through it as well. And you might be going through it now or maybe in the past, but make some minor adjustments to your daily routine, exercise a little bit more, eat a little healthier, listen to music, make sure you're communicating with friends. You'd be really surprised if you just make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. You can end up getting back to your normal self and you can win the day. Big facts. Obviously getting Paisley changed my life forever. And, if I didn't have a pup like her, I don't really know where I would be right now, to be honest. So I'm really grateful and thankful that she's in my life, that I was able to rescue her. And, we have a great life together now. And again, I spend all my time with her and you guys. That's pretty much it. Big facts. Bottom of the eighth, 4-0 Dodgers. Let's see who's next up for the White Sox. But anytime I can get a chance to see Shohei Ohtani, Teoscar, Freeman, Mookie, if Mookie's healthy, that's worth it to typically do the stream to see if Ohtani and these guys are going to homer and do something special. Oh, they still got Gavin Stone out there? Man, they are just going with him, huh? Next up for the White Sox, shortstop, Paul DeJong. First pitch strike, 0-1 count. Oh, 1 pitch, popped up. DeJong, Paez is there, one away. Next up, catcher Corey Lee, as Gavin Stone pitches into the eighth inning, the first time in his career. He's about to get to be 9-2 with an ERA of under 3. Nice job by Gavin Stone. Dominant. First pitch is fouled off by Corey Lee, 0-1 count. Pitch is low. On the second pitch, 1-1 count to Corey Lee. There you go. Doing what you need to do for the mentals. Watching programs, playing video games, just doing something positive for your mental health. Throw to first, 2 away. We might end up getting a 4-0 final here in a second. Next up for the White Sox, 0-2 with a K, second baseman Nicky Lopez. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. And if Miles, you're still in the room and you haven't smashed the like button yet, if you can do that for me, it'd be greatly appreciated. If we can gain at least a sub or two and try to at least have something positive out of this day, it will help. But a majority of our watchers are watching on Twitter /X, not YouTube. So the YouTube viewership is very light today, obviously, since I'm not doing the Mariners. But if I would have known it was going to be like this, I would have done the broadcast at 9 a.m. for the Mariners. But again, sometimes you don't know what you're going to get until the game ends up happening, and either the people show up or they don't. So, 0-2 pitch. Pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2. But again, you live and you learn. You know, sometimes you can't predict everything. So, but knowing this information in the future, you know, if the Mariners are playing at 9 or 9:30, 10, 10:30, I'm just going to do that instead. So, not that I don't want to do the Dodgers at all, but I'll be a little bit more selective, you know, on the matchups. There we go. 1, 2, 3 inning for Gavin Stone. Will he go into the 9th? We'll wait and find out. Let's see who's up here in the top of the 9th for the Dodgers. Pretty fast game, only 2 hours. And the game's almost over at this point. Next up for the Dodgers, 2 for 3, shortstop Miguel Rojas. When he gets a hit, the Dodgers are undefeated. And they're about to get a dub. Batting second, 1 for 3 with a run in a K, my boy, third baseman Kike Hernandez. And batting third, 1 for 3 with a run in 2 Ks, catcher Austin Barnes. Let's go, Dodgers. But we've gotten over 500 views on this particular stream. I mean, if the game was better, I think we would have hit 1,000 to 1,200. The other 2 streams for the Dodgers, we hit 1,200. So this is the lowest that we've had out of the Dodgers streams, out of the 3 that I've done. So I think that based on all of the metrics and all the numbers, we'll take tomorrow off. You know, I don't want to do the fucking Guardians and Royals and have the same thing happen today, tomorrow. So, you know, so you'll take the day off, Matt. You enjoy yourself, and then we'll be back at it on Friday night for the Twins and the Mariners, and we'll go that route. I think that'll be a good thing to do. I can just catch up and I can watch some shows, and we'll be back live on Friday, and it'll be at 6:30 on Friday Pacific. Saturday will be at 7 Pacific, and then on Sunday it'll be at 1. But at least we gained 2 subs, you know, based on, you know, kind of the underwhelming stream with, you know, the numbers. So Rojas pops up foul, 1-1 count. But I don't know how to be lazy. I have to grind, so. But at the very, very least, at least we got 2 subs. So, you know, with all the likes and the donos being underwhelming, but views a little underwhelming, but, you know, I have to be positive. I have to look at least at one bright spot, you know, out of everything today. You know, at least we got a couple subs, and that will always help. Top of the 9th, 4-0 Dodgers. Last complete game for the Dodgers, Walker Buehler, April 25th in 2022. Let's see if Gavin Stone will get the complete game. 1-2 pitch to Rojas, fouled that one off. And if this game ends in the next like 5 or 10 minutes, this will be the fastest game that I've done in 2024. Most of the games are around 2 hours and 30 minutes. We're only 2 hours and 3 minutes right now. So 1-2 pitch, popped up, 1 away. There goes Rojas. Next up, third baseman, Kike Hernandez. 1 for 3 with a run in the K. Let's go, Kike. Maybe he'll get a home run or a base knock here. Getting a home run would be dope to make it 5-0, but Kike doesn't really have that power that often, unless it's just like right down the middle. So I got 4 home runs for the season. So if he hits his 5th home run, it'll give us the 5-0 lead. See if Kike can come up big here. First pitch to Kike Hernandez. Pitch is outside. 1-0 count. Let's go, Kike. Enrique Hernandez. 1-0 pitch to Kike. Pitch is high. 2-0 count. At this pace, he's going to get a walk, but we'll see where it goes. Top of the 9th, 4-0 Dodgers. Two-0 pitch. Pitch is inside. 3-0 count. One more ball, and Kike's at first. Come on, Kike. I can always root for Mookie and Freddie and Shohei and Teoscar. And then that next fifth guy will always be Kike. Kike's shocked right there. He thought it was a walk that called strike. 3-1 count. 3-1 pitch. Kike Hernandez fouls it up. And it goes out of play into the second row. Get it! Nice souvenir for a fan. What are you going to do tomorrow on your day off, Matt? You going to work out? You got any plans for tomorrow? How's the weather in Hawaii today? Is it nice? Like in the 80s? 3-2 pitch. Kike fouls that one back for another souvenir. And getting that Kike Hernandez foul ball definitely changed my life, you know, like as far as like getting souvenirs at games. I mean, I already got 2 AAA balls when I was 10 and some batting gloves. So I knew it was kind of destiny that when I went to a Mariner games that I would have a good chance, you know, based off positioning and my Honey Badger athleticism that I'm not going to hurt anybody and I'm not going to knock anyone over, but if the ball is close and it's between me and a couple people, I'm going to get it, and I've had good luck there with 5 baseballs in limited games, 2 AAA balls and 3 Mariner balls in 7 games. So if I get a ball on July 4th, it'll be 4 baseballs in 8 games, and that's pretty damn good. I mean, my buddy Justin has been to 100+ games of the Mariners and Dodgers when he's lived in Oregon and in LA, and he's never gotten a ball. So it is my goal to get him a ball when we go on July 4th. Even if it ends up being, Gunnar Henderson or Adley Rutschman. I don't have a Cal Raleigh foul ball yet. I'd love to get one. But if a Julio ball comes my way, I'm going to give it to my buddy. I think it'll be a special time. It'd be great if he could get it on his own, but he's not as much of a honey badger as me. So 1-1 pitch to Austin Barnes. Pitch is high. 2-1 count. 85 in Maui. Let him know, Kip. But sometimes, again, you got to live and you learn. And, 9 a.m. was just really early. But now I know, the next time we end up having a 9 a.m. East Coast game or 9:30 or 10, I'm just going to suck it up and I'm going to do it. I know Dodger streams, are going to be, either 500-600 or it's going to be 1,000 to 1,200. But, I'm going to, if the game is available, I'm going to do it. Barnes. That one goes foul. No worries. Appreciate you hopping in. Let me give you some photos on the way out. I still have them up. We'll give you a good send-off here. And I'll be live on Friday at 6:30 Pacific for the Dodgers hosting the Twins. It'll be an amazing series. Minnesota is a playoff team, right? The Mariners are a playoff team. It should be very, very good. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 9th here. Gavin Stone trying to get a complete game. First complete game since Walker Buehler in 2022. Let's go, Gavin Stone. Have a good rest of your night. And again, I'll see you on Friday if you're available. But again, if things were a little bit better today, then I probably would have streamed tomorrow. But, it'll be a good day off for Matt. And I'll spend time with Paisley and catch up on some shows. Little iZombie, little Bridgerton, a little bit of everything. And obviously tomorrow the Bear debuts. So I guess that's what I'm doing tomorrow, huh? I'm watching the Bear all day and all night. So I'll take the day off, watch the Bear, be super excited, and then go from there. Let's see who's up here next for the White Sox. Last opportunity for Chicago. Next up for the White Sox, 1 for 2, third baseman Lenyn Sosa. Batting second, 0 for 3, center fielder Tommy Pham. And batting third, left fielder, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, Andrew Benintendi. And Gavin Stone is going for a complete game, which is something that you don't see many pitchers do. And again, if he ends up, getting the shutout here, there will be a big thing for the Dodgers. Yeah, longer hair. A very handsome man. All right, bottom of the ninth, 4-0 Dodgers. Gavin Stone out here in the ninth inning. And normally you don't see a starting pitcher go all 9 innings. They used to, when I was a kid, back in the 80s and 90s, but normally they go out in the 6th or 7th inning. So pretty cool to see Gavin Stone pitch a complete game here. Hopefully he'll finish it. Go Gavin. First pitch popped up. First out, very easy for Sosa. 1 away. There we go. Popped out to third base. Lennon Sosa. 2 outs to go. Next up, center fielder Tommy Pham. Last complete game shutout. Walker Buehler, April 25th, 2022. Let's go. Let's go Dodgers. I know my dad's happy. Pitch in the middle there for a strike. 0-1 count. Tommy Pham 0 for 3. 0-1 pitch. Chopper towards third. Foul. Behind in the count 0-2. pitch. That one chopped foul toward first base. Count remains 0-2. Blooper hit. Nice hit by Tommy Pham, single to center. Next up, left fielder Andrew Benintendi, and we'll see if they get a double play here to end the game. Bottom of the ninth, 4-0 Dodgers. 1 out, runner at first, Tommy Pham. First pitch low and at the knee, 1-0 count. Come on, Gavin, finish strong, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Popped up. Pages is there. 2 away. Here we go, 1 more out. Next up, the best player on the White Sox, 0 for 3 with 2 Ks, DHing today, Luis Robert Jr. See if he ends up hitting a home run to get it to 4-2, or if it'll end up being a complete game shutout for Gavin Stone. Go Gavin. First pitch to Luis Robert Jr. from Stone. Chopper towards third, foul. 0-1 count. Gavin Stone trying to go 9-2. Get this first complete game since 2022. Walker Buehler. There it is, right up the middle. Lux is there, got him. Complete game shutout by Gavin Stone. Nice job, hell yeah. And I haven't seen one in a while too, so regardless if it was Dodgers or Mariners. Nice job, Gavin. Gavin Stone improves to be 9-2, and his ERA now is down to 2.73 from 3.04. Nice job. There we go. Final score, Dodgers 4, White Sox 0. Shout out to all the people who came through that watch on Twitter/X as well as YouTube. Shout out to Megan, Matt, and all the rest, including Kip. And I got one question for you. We don't talk sports like us. Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Dang. Nice job, Dodgers. 4-0, baby. Dang.